Well, hello, hello. How do I do my Ubering? Let's get this out because here in the last few days, last week or so, I've been having to explain things on how Daddy-O does his Uber. All right. I do it different. I've explained this in videos before. I do Ubering a little different than some people, and there are certain things that I focus on just to do Uber the way I do it. Now, I'm going to explain some of those things in this video. So if you're new here, hang on. I'm just going to tell you how Daddy-O does his Ubering to make more money. And this is always my opinion. All right. What works for Daddy-O will not. And I've been trying to explain that in videos here recently. It doesn't work for everyone, but I'm going to explain to you. So you may want to just get out a pencil and piece of paper and write some of this down. I'm just going to give them to you in order here as what I focus on every Uber ride that I do. I don't care who gets in the vehicle. I do the same thing. It's cookie cutter, cookie cutter, cookie cutter Ubering. All right. So let me explain this for you. Okay. The one thing that I do that a lot of Uber drivers don't do, more are doing this today, is I rent a vehicle. I rent a vehicle. I've explained before, I don't have to worry about a whole bunch of stuff by renting. All right. It's my theory. It's the way I choose to do my Ubering. All right. I rent a vehicle through Avis to do it in. The next thing that I do is I know my location. I know my location damn well. All right. That's something that I do that some Uber drivers just don't do. They just go wherever Uber wants to send them for the day. They're just happy to go there for that $3, $4, $5, $6. They're happy. That's what some people do. I know my location. I know my location damn well. All right. So if you're writing this down, here's what I do. I rent. I know my location. That's number 2. Number 3, and these are the 4 next things that are coming up that I do. I make sure happens on every ride. Every ride. All right. This is my key. As far as I'm concerned, my opinion. All right. I keep a clean car. By having a rental, I'm able to keep a clean car. All right. They change me out every 8 months or so. Whenever the mileage gets up high enough, it's time to swap me out. I do not turn my cars in, but I always have a clean car. I always have a newer car. All right. That's helping with the money. We'll get to all this, okay? By having a clean car, it makes you feel better about going to work too, okay? You get up and you go out and you look at the parking lot or wherever you got at your house and you see that nice, clean, brand new car sitting there. You're excited to go to work. I've gotten comments from people in the last day or so that just got their Mach-E like I use, all right? So clean car, all right? I've commented about this one before, and it works. And some people, I'm just going to say it. You do what you want to do. This is what I do, okay? I pay attention to the damn smell of my vehicle. All right? I get a lot of comments when I pick people up from time to time, and I've told them in videos before, I do high-end stuff. I try to focus on high-end places. But when you have this and someone gets in and they're not ready for the smell, a lot of people ride in Ubers all the time. And I'm going to tell you, the comments I get from people that ride with me, they'll tell me about the smells of the vehicles they rode in. All right. So pay attention to the smell of your vehicle. All right. Because I've told it before, as soon as they sit down in your back seat, this smacks them right between the eyes. All right. I get a lot of comments about this, and it's the, Febreze Gain Honeyberry Hula, and there is a link in the description if you can't find it, because it is damn hard to find. All right. Anyway, the smell of your vehicle helps, and this is something that I do. You don't have to do it. Don't care if you don't. Come on. This is what I do. And I'm telling you, when you get comments and people get in the vehicle and they go, "Ooh, what's that smell?" You're on your way to the 5-star. All right. You're on your way to the 5-star. All right. If nothing else, you're getting your 5-star because they just smelled something they weren't ready for. It works. It works. It works. It works. All right. Smell. Keep your vehicle smelling good. And it's easy when you got a new car that's a rental, all right? Another thing, this is controversial, and you'll have to play this the way you want to. Here's the way I do it. I play certain music. And there are links in the description of this video of several channels on YouTube that I use anytime, every time, all the time someone gets in my back seat. All right. That's what I play. All right. If it works for you, cool. If it doesn't, so sorry. Pick your own music. All right. But that music, and because I do high-end stuff, people are kind of more in that caliber. All right. If you were to work in the woods in the country, you might want to switch some Leonard Skinner on, or I don't know. Do what you got to do, but have some decent music on. All right. But you try not to get singing. You don't want voices on the music that you're playing. And here's the reason why, because the next one that comes up is why. Because you want to talk to your damn people. All right. When they get in the vehicle, greet them. Hey guys, how you doing today? And they're going to go, oh, not bad. How you doing? Oh, it's just another day in paradise. Or I can't complain. Wouldn't do no good. Everybody listens. They just don't care. I mean, start a conversation. Be friendly. Be hospitable. All right. It works. Talking probably, in some case, I could go out and have a car that had no smell to it, was okay in the clean mode, playing no music, but as long as I talk to those people in that back seat, long as I can make them feel like I'm friendly, I'm helpful, I'm cordial, I'm courteous. If you can just do the talking, just the talking part will help you, okay? It'll help you with your 5-star if nothing else. It'll help you with your star rating, all right? Look, Daddy-O has been doing transportation a long time. And along the way, I've learned things. I've learned tricks. I've learned things. And all I'm doing, I'm an old damn geezer. I'm 72 freaking years old, if you don't know. I'm trying to pass on some knowledge. All right? Could care less if you take my advice or not. I can't do anything about it. I've learned in life, when you can't do something about it, I could care less if people are going to try this. But the ones that do are the ones that comment and let me know that they do. All right? I get comments from people that have played the same games. This is not a new game. This is transportation game. All right? This is before Uber game. All right? A lot of us have learned doing those kind of things in life. Before Uber ever was a thought in anyone's mind, we learned how to play the transportation game, how to work the higher end people, how to make the money and pass it down, okay? That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to pass down some knowledge that this is how I do it. This is how I pay attention to how much I can make, okay? And it works, okay? Now, like I say, I rent. I've ragged out, for you guys that are new here or that are still hanging on, Daddy-O's ragged out some vehicles before doing Uber, all right? I'll never do Uber again in a personal vehicle. That's my opinion, all right? I rent. I know my location. I know this place really good. Now, if you're new to Uber and you've moved somewhere that you're not that familiar with, you may want to just get out the map, like I've told you before in another video here recently. Just get out the map and try to find some high-end places that you want to focus. Spend your day. Do not let Uber take you away. I've said it again. I'll say that quite often in videos. So do not let Uber, if you've got an area that you can make some money at, stay there. Stay there. Learn the time of the day that those places are busy. That area is busy, and be there. All right. Work it. And like the other stuff is simple. You know, it's easy to keep your car clean when you got a rental. It's easy to make it smell good if you know what you're doing. And I recommend Hula, whatever, in the description. And music. There's also a description in there if you want to try out that music. Turn it on low so that you can conversate, because talking. I can't stress the talking part enough. If there's a language barrier, you got issues. You got issues as far as playing the game the way I do. I get people in the vehicle from time to time that does not speak English. I do the same thing, though. I try to let them know that I'm being friendly, I'm being helpful, I'm trying to understand. Can I help you anyway? I've actually pulled out Google Translate before. But there are ways around that. You can buy that little I don't know. I work in an area where I don't have to worry about language problems. In big cities, in other cities, I know you guys have that issue. You got to figure out a workaround. You got to figure out how to do that, because talking and communicating with your passengers, letting them know that you're friendly and that you're helpful, helps you with your tips, helps you with your money. I can only say that so many times, and I'm going to get flack for saying it. So anyway, Daddy-O out for right this moment. You guys have a good afternoon, good evening. It's the 4th of July weekend. Go out and have some fireworks fun, all right? I know what I'm doing on the 4th of July. Daddy will be working, and he'll be playing the same games he does on every ride. You guys have a good afternoon, good evening. Bye.